meeting. So welcome to the members. And I am going to wait a bit. I did come on a bit earlier than I'd actually put down as the time that I was going to come on. But I also realized that one of our soul sisters, Nature Girl, asked a question. She won't be able to join, but she asked a question. So I'm going to answer her question first whilst I wait for everyone else to jump in. So yeah, so and Nature Girl, your question was asking for messages from your divine masculine. And just to start off by saying, I hope you're all doing great with this lunar eclipse energy that we are in right now. So yeah, let's check in to see what messages are coming through from Nature Girl's Divine Masculine. So that's going to be the first one. So I've got a few decks that I am going to bring in. So we'll start with messages in the silence. So let's see. Thank you, angels. What messages are coming through from Nature Girls Divine Masculine? So let's just do that again. What messages are coming through from Nature Girls Divine Masculine? What is Nature Girls Divine Masculine wanting to say to Nature Girl today? So just jumping out straight out there. So let's see the messages from this deck. Okay, so first message is from your divine masculine. So he's saying to you here, please be patient with me. So your divine masculine is saying, please be patient with me. You know, as he's working through things. Hey, Donna, good evening. Good to see you. Welcome to our first live for members, which is very exciting. So your divine masculine, this is for Nature Girl because Nature Girl asked a question. She's not able to come onto the live. So I just wanted to do her question first, and that was messages from her divine masculine. So the first message is, please be patient with me. So your divine masculine is saying to you, please be patient with me as I'm working through the things that I'm working through in my life right now. He's also saying to you, I am healing my wounds. So right now, that's why he's saying to you, please be patient with me. He's healing his wounds. He's working through things for himself. And, you know, and he's saying to you, please be patient whilst I do this. And I feel as well with the power of this lunar eclipse, you know, there's a lot of healing that is happening for him. That's why he is saying that. And he's also saying to you, I'm talking to you in my mind. So, you know, I feel that he's constantly talking to you. You know, he feels that connection with you and he talks to you in his mind, you know, sort of in a way where, you know, he just wants to share certain things. That's what I'm really getting. You know, things that are happening in his day, he wants to share them with you. But so he just kind of talks to you in his mind as he's getting on with his day. And he's also saying to you, I'm going over in my head the things that I've done and it pains me. So there are certain things that he is working through. You know, these can be things to do with, I feel that these are things to do with his own life. You know, where he wishes that he had changed things and things were different and he hasn't quite got there yet. So he feels that, you know, he wishes that things were different and you know, he's saying to you, I'm going over in my head the things I've done and it pains me. So he's wanting his life to change. That's what I'm really getting here. And he feels the pain of the fact that things have not quite got to where he would want them to be. That's the big message that I'm really getting. Hey, Sarish, welcome to the Members Live. Good to see you. And the last message that he has for you. So I'm doing, just to let you know, I am doing Nature Girls reading because she asked a question, she's not able to join. And the last message is, I want a new life with you. That's what I'm thinking about. So that's the same energy that I was getting, that, you know, it pains him when it comes to things that he hasn't quite done yet. And he wishes he was having this life with you. So he's working through those things and he's saying to you, I just want a life with you, you know, a new life with you. I feel that he's in this energy of, you know, the life that he's in, he's quite tired of that. He wants a change and he just wants, you know, a new life with you. And he's saying to you, that's what I'm thinking about. So that's why he talks to you sort of in his mind. You know, I feel that when he's thinking about things and he's planning, you know, your life together, he sort of talks to you as well about that. And he's saying to you here, I want a new life with you. That's what I'm thinking about. So let's see what else he's saying to you. So I also brought the Love Proclaim deck. Thank you, angels. What else is Nature Girls Divine Masculine wanting to say today? What else is Nature Girls Divine Masculine wanting to say? What else is he wanting to say? So first message is, you are the love of my life. So he's saying to you, you're the love of my life. You're the one that I want to be with. That's why he's saying to you, I want my life to change. I want a new life with you. He wants things to not be the way that they are. And he wants to be with you, the love of his life. He's also saying to you, I may have denied it before, but I admit it now. I am in love with you and I've always been. So, maybe there was a time when he was sort of denying it to himself. I feel that, with you, he may be open about the love, but, there was a time within himself he may have denied it. And he's saying to you, I may have denied it before, but now I admit it to myself. I know this. I feel that he has these conversations with himself, and this is what's coming through. Now I admit it. I know this. You are the love of my life. I am in love with you, and I've always been. So that's what he's letting you know. He's really feeling this love for you. That's the message that's coming through. And he thinks about it a lot, and talks to you as well, actually. And he's also saying to you, one day this physical separation will be behind us. It will be a distant memory, yet a memory of something that we'll see as a very important stage for our life together. So he's saying to you, it's all just going to pass, and we'll look back at it, and it will be a distant memory this time that we are apart. And it will be a distant memory, but that is an important stage of where you get to when it comes to that new life, because it is what is like the building for the foundation for that life together. So that's what he's also saying. And he's also saying to you, I don't show it to anyone, but I hurt inside when I'm not with you. And I cry when no one else is around. So that's what he was saying before in the other deck about, I think about my life and it pains me or something like that. So I feel he's feeling a lot of pain about the way that his life is. And he feels pain of not being with you. He doesn't show it to other people, and he cries when he's by himself. That's why I feel he thinks about things a lot, and he kind of talks to you as well, in sort of in his mind, about what he would like to change and all these things. So that's what he's saying to you. So, he's feeling the pain. And it's really about not having this life with you. And then he's also saying to you, the feeling of true love that I have for you is overwhelmingly beautiful. So when he thinks about this love that he has, for him, it's overwhelmingly beautiful. And that's what he's wanting you to say to you. And he's also saying to you here, how silly was I to try and walk away from this once in a lifetime connection that we have. So he knows that this is a once in a lifetime connection. And, and I feel that for him, it's more like, how silly have I been to not make this happen, right now, to be in a situation where I'm walking away from this connection when I really should be with you. That's what I feel is going on with him. So, he really wants to change things and he wants to be with you. So let's see as well what else he's also saying. This is from Divine Masculine Comes Home Oracle. Thank you, angels. What is Nature Girls Divine Masculine wanting to say as well about coming home? What is he wanting to say? Okay, so let's just turn these round. So first card that we've got is returning. So he's letting you know that he's returning. He wants to have this life with you. You're the one that he wants in his life. You're the love of his life. He's also saying to you, I'm just waiting for the right time. So, he knows that it's not quite the right time. There's still things that he's needing to work through. And, and he's healing his wounds as well. So, he's still working through certain things. So he's saying to you, I am returning, but I'm just waiting for the right time to be able to do that. And he is also saying to you, I want to talk. So he wants to talk to you. He wants to, have a proper conversation with you. He has a conversation with you in his mind, but he really wants to talk to you. He's also saying to you, I want to hear your voice. So, he wants to have that conversation with you, to be around you, and to have, to sort of speak to you, spend time talking to you, spend time with you. That's what he's really saying to you here. And the last message is ready for change. And that's really coming through. He's ready for change. He doesn't want the way his life is right now. He just wants things to change. So he's saying to you, I'm ready for change. I'm just working on, healing my wounds and working through things in my 3D world as well. And and I'm getting ready because I am to return to you or to have a life with you, but I'm just waiting for the right time. It's not quite the right time. I feel the lessons that he's still learning, karma still for him to clear, things that he needs to work on when it comes to his 3D world. But within himself, he wants this life with you. He wants a new life with you, and he's working towards that life with you, and he has so much love for you. So really beautiful messages. I hope that helps. Okay, so Sarish and Donna, good to see you both here. And it's interesting because unlike usually where there's so many messages going through, there's just a couple of messages. And so let's see. So we've done Nature Girl. And so, good evening, Sandra. I can actually read the chat as well, which is amazing. And hi, hi, there, Sarish. Okay, so Donna saying, "Hi, Sandra. Is there any messages from Mark this evening regarding his next steps for our union?" So let's see what Mark is saying. So let's start with the silence deck. Thank you, angels. What is Mark saying in relation to the next steps for union with Donna? What is Mark saying in relation, wow, to next steps for union with Donna? So let's see what's jumping out here. If I can get to it. There we go. Right. So what is Mark saying? So I'm also going to bring in this is the tarot as well to see what is coming through about that in relation to next step to union. Thank you, angels. Yeah, what is Mark saying in relation to next steps to union? So they're really jumping out here. Okay, so let's see what cards have come out. So we'll start with this one actually. So first card that we've got. Right. So the first card that we've got like the Two of Swords. And, and this, I feel that, what is showing you is that, when it comes to his next steps to union, there are still things coming up when it comes to his own mind. This is like the higher self and the ego sort of, bringing in, like a stalemate in a way. So they are still, like his higher self is saying, go forward when it comes towards that union. But the ego, there are still things that he's still working through. And we all have this, we all have the ego coming in and saying things. And for divine masculines, there's a lot that they is sort of in their mind. So when it comes to his next steps to union, he's still sort of dealing with his ego, which I feel kind of pauses things because it kind of, brings in certain fears or certain things that for him to think about and all these things. So I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. He's working towards that union, but then the ego comes in and brings in maybe fears or thoughts about other things. I need to do this, I need to do that. So it kind of brings the cellmate in a way towards that union. But it is something that he's thinking about and something that he's working towards. We also have the Two of Pentacles that has come out. So this is about balance. So I feel that right now he's working on finding balance, balance within himself and also within his 3D world. So that's where maybe the Two of Swords may come in, because when it comes to his steps to union, he may still need to find that balance, and I feel that this is about finding the balance even, of really quietening his ego and going for the things that his heart is guiding him to do, his higher self is guiding him to do, finding balance when it comes to his own emotions and all these things. So he's working on these things. That's what I'm really getting. He's working on these things. And I feel that more quietening that ego and more finding that balance within himself. And as he does that, then he's able to move forward towards this union. So he's working through those things to help him to get there. That's the message that's coming through. We also have the Chariot. So, this is about things moving forward. This is about, like things moving towards where that union is, because that's what you're asking about. So, he's showing you that he's taking the steps, so he's moving forward towards that union, but he's still dealing with certain things when it comes to his ego, when it comes to finding balance as well. But he is moving forward. So powerful card. So the Temperance card has also come out. So I feel this is a message for you. It's about having that patience or continuing to have patience, because he's still working on things. He's still finding his balance, and he's getting there, he's moving forward, but it's about having that patience. So when it comes to his next steps, but he's working towards that. So let's see what he's saying to you. So first card that we've got, this really jumped out. I want to be able to marry you, love you, and give you the world. So this is what he's wanting. This is what, when it comes to his mind about, and his heart about the next steps towards union, he wants to be able to do this. So I feel that maybe sometimes his ego comes in and he may feel like he's not quite there yet. He doesn't feel like he's able to do that like right now. So he's working towards that. But that's what he wants to be able to do, to marry you, to love you, to give you the world. And he's working towards that. So, as he's working towards that, that's about, those steps to union, because this is his desire to be able to marry you, to love you, and to give you the world. So it's a beautiful card to come out when it comes to next steps to union, because that's what he's wishing for and wanting to do. But I feel that sometimes the ego comes in and he feels within himself that he's not quite ready yet. He's not able to do that yet. So he's working through those things to find that balance so that he can be able to move forward. So really beautiful message to come out there. So let's see what the other cards have said. We also have here, I'm finding myself. So he's still working on finding his true self. These things take time, and he's saying to you, I'm finding myself. That's about finding that balance as well within himself. So he's still working on himself, and that's what he's saying to you. He's also saying to you here, let me sort things out and I will be back. So, there are still things that he's sorting out, but it's all part of his taking those steps towards a union with you. So he's saying to you, let me sort things and I will be back. He's also saying to you, I'm praying for help. So, he's asking for help when it comes to the life that he's desiring, so that he can feel within himself that he's able to give you the world. He's able to marry you and do all these amazing things with you. So he's praying for help, and I feel that he may be in his mind quite a lot at times and thinking, oh, maybe I'm not ready yet, or there's all these things that he just needs to find that calm and that balance as well. He's also saying to you here, I need to be financially ready. So, and I feel these are things that are going on in his own mind. He may be financially stable and all these things, but I feel he has a lot of things that he's thinking, all these sort of things. I need to be doing this. I need to be here. I need to be that, being in the mind too much. That's why the Two of Swords came out. So he's also saying to you here, I need to be financially ready. That's why he's saying, I need to be able to give you the world and, and all these things. So there's a part of himself that's coming through here that feels within the mind that, he still needs to get to a certain place to be able to move forward. But, he's taking the steps that he needs to take to move forward towards this union. And he's also saying to you from this deck, you inspire me to become a better person. So you're inspiring him to become a better person. He's working towards becoming a better person. And, that's the steps that he's taking towards this union. And that's going to lead him to come to you. And, he's also working through getting to a place within himself where he feels that he is there, even though, we all know that, sometimes it's about letting the ego go and just going for it. But I feel that these are things that he's still working through in his mind. So let's see what else he's saying when it comes to his next steps for union. Thank you, angels. What else is Mark saying to Donna when it comes to next steps for union? What is he wanting to say? So he is saying to you here, your inner and outer beauty takes my breath away. So he's wanting you to know that, he loves everything about you, your beauty, inner and outer beauty. He's also saying to you here, I just want to hold you in my arms again. So he wants to be with you, he wants to have that union, that life with you, to hold you in his arms again. And I feel that, this time he wants to be in a place where he holds you and, and it's for the rest of his life. He doesn't want to sort of move forward and then move back again. He wants to do it all like right. So that's why he's saying that to you. And he's also saying, I've been growing up. I am wiser now, and I intend to put things right between us and to do things differently this time round. So that's the same message. I hadn't even seen that. He wants to do things differently this time round. He knows what happened before and he doesn't want to do things the same way. So in his mind, he comes up with all these things about, I need to be able to do this. I need to do this. He's sort of trying to get to a point where he feels it's all about him, but it's all part of him moving forward towards this life with you. He wants to do it right. I've been growing up, so there's change that is happening for him. And, he's growing up within himself. That's next steps towards union. I am wiser now, and I intend to put things right between us and to do things differently this time round. So he does want to do things differently. And he's also saying to you, if only I had done things differently before, but now all I can do is work hard to ensure that I make things right between us again. So another message about making things right between the two of you. So he's doing what he needs to do. That's why he's saying to you, all I can do now, if only I'd done things differently before, but I didn't, it's the past. So all I can do now is to work hard. So I feel what he's doing, regarding next steps to union, he's working hard to ensure that he's ready to have that union with you. So that's what he's showing you here. And he wants to do things right this time. So that's the message he has for you. And he's also saying to you here, it is never over between us. It can never be. We are eternal and our love is eternal. So really beautiful. He's saying to you, it's not over. It's never been and it never will be. We are eternal and our love is eternal. And to finish off, he's saying to you, I loved you when I met you. I loved you before I met you. I loved you before I met you. I loved you when I met you. I loved you when I was with you. I loved you when I walked away. I love you today. I love you tomorrow. I love you always and forever. So he's just letting you know of the love that he has for you, and I feel he's just showing you here that he has so much love for you. You are eternal lovers. And he wants this life with you. He's just working to find balance within himself, and in his 3D world, and to get to that place where he feels within himself that he's ready, to come forward and have that union with you. But he's taking the steps towards that. So let's see from the Comes Home Oracle what he's saying as well regarding steps for union. Thank you, angels. What else is Mark saying in relation to steps for union with Donna? What is he saying? Wow. What is he saying in relation to steps to union? So turning this round. So what he's saying to you here, first message is, it's my responsibility. So he's saying to you, getting us to that union is my responsibility to bring that in, and I'm doing what I need to do, taking the steps that I need to take in my own life so that I can bring in that union. So he's saying to you, it's not your responsibility, let me sort it out in my life and then I will come forward. He's also saying to you, I will come to you. So, he's going to come to you when it comes to this union. He's saying it's my responsibility. I will come to you. I am going to move this forward. And he's also saying to you here, the time is now. So, this is the time. He knows that this is the time for him to take the steps that he needs to take, to do what he needs to do, so he can come forward towards this life with you. So he's saying to you, the time is now. So he's working towards this union. Basically, that's what he's showing you here. He's also saying to you here, I'm ready to listen. So, I feel that he wants to listen to you, the things that you may want to say. He's saying he's ready to listen. He's also saying here, sing to me. So I don't know if this is something that you used to do, sing to him, but it's come through. So he's saying to you, sing to me. So maybe that will mean something to you. So he's saying that to sing to him. And he's also saying to you, I'm not going anywhere. So he's saying, I'm not going anywhere. It is just my responsibility to bring this union in, and I'm taking the steps that I need to take so that I can come forward and have this life with you. So I really hope that helps. Really beautiful messages. Okay, so next we've got Sarish. Hey, beautiful. Okay, I'm good, thank you. Can I please get messages from Brendan and messages from the angels about anything I need to know right now? Please, I sent you. Yes, you sent me an email. Do you know what? I saw the email, and I was out this afternoon and I saw it, and I just didn't get a chance to respond. I will respond to you. Thank you so much for I will have to read it again because I was sort of rushing around as I read it. So I'll have to read it properly again and then I'll respond to you. But thank you so much. It sounds really beautiful, as I read quickly. So let's see what is what so you asked for messages from Brendan. Okay. So we'll start with the silence deck. So thank you, angels. What messages are coming through from Brendan today? What is Brendan wanting to say to Sarish? What is Brendan wanting to say? Okay, so let's see the messages that he's got for you. So first message is, I'm dreaming about you. So he's letting you know that he's dreaming about you. You are the one that is constantly dreaming about. So he's saying to you, I'm dreaming about you. And he's also saying to you, our separation is temporary. So this time that you are apart, it's temporary. And that's what he's saying to you. It's going to come to an end. We'll come together. Our separation is temporary. And he is also saying to you, my circumstances need to change before we can be together. So there's certain things, I feel there's certain things in his life that he thinks about, that he feels that these things need to change first. And I feel that these are things to do with him, the way that his life is perhaps. And he's saying to you, my circumstances need to change before we can be together, but know that our separation is temporary. So it's going to come to an end so that he can, you two can be together. He's also saying to you, I'm reflecting on my life. And this is why I feel he's saying to you, my circumstances need to change. There are certain things that he wants to change when it comes to his own life. As he reflects on his life, as he moves forward to have this life with you, there are certain things that he feels that these things need to change first. So that's what he's also saying to you. He's also saying, I'm struggling to cope with pressure. And I don't think this is any pressure to do with you, but it may be things to do maybe with work, maybe things going on in his life. So, he's letting you know here that he's struggling to cope with pressure. And he's also saying to you, so let's see what these other messages are. I am learning who I am. So he's letting you know that he's learning who he is. This is about growing up within himself as well. And he's saying to you, I'm learning who I am. He's also saying to you here, you've done nothing wrong. So, I feel that this is in relation to the way the situation is. It's in the saying to you, you've done nothing wrong. I just need to sort things out in my life. My situation needs to change. You've done nothing wrong because your light is my guide. So you're guiding him and, he's finding his way. He's learning who he is. And that's because you're moving forward on your path. You're in your power as a divine feminine. So you are guiding him. So it's a message to keep shining your light. And he's saying to you, you're doing well. You have done nothing wrong. And, and I'm finding my way. I'm finding who I am so that I can be able to move forward to this life with you. So he's saying to you, your light is my guide, which is really beautiful. So let's see what else he's saying to you as well. Thank you, angels. What else is Brendan saying to Sarish? What else is Brendan saying to Sarish today? What else is Brendan wanting to say to Sarish? So really jumping out. He's saying to you here, our love for each other, scary, rather complicated, and intense as it can be at times, is the most beautiful thing. I feel it strongly too. So, he finds that this love is like nothing he's ever experienced before. Sometimes he finds it scary, rather complicated. And, because he knows that certain things need to change first before he can be with you. And he's also saying to you, and, and it's intense. He feels the intensity of the connection. But he's saying to you, that's at times, but it's the most beautiful thing. So he knows that this love between the two of you is the most beautiful thing. And he's saying to you, I feel it strongly too. So he feels it very strongly. And he's saying to you, with you, I found my home. So he knows that with you, you are his home. You're the one that he truly wants to be with. So he's working on changing his life so that he can then be with you and on finding himself as well. He's also saying to you, my mind convinces me to keep running, but my heart is saying something else. So I feel that he's also, divine masculines are like this. This is about running as in terms of, not changing certain things, things that will help him to move forward towards you, and I feel that that's the running that he's talking about. And he's saying to you, my mind convinces me that I gotta keep doing this. I gotta, this is no, and he does that, but his heart is saying something else, and his heart is guiding him to change his life, the circumstances that need to change so that he can be with you. And he's also saying, it's you and I against the challenges, the blocks, the obstacles, the naysayers, and those who may not wish for us to be together. We are stronger in and with love. We will make it. So he's saying to you, we're stronger in love, we're stronger with love, and we will make it. There may be all these challenges and blocks and even naysayers and people who may not wish for us to be together, but with the love that we have, we are strong and we are going to make it. Really beautiful. And he's also saying to you, the love you send me and the love I feel for you fills me up with these warm and fuzzy feelings of tenderness, hope, passion, desire, and affection. Oh, thank you so much for the donation, Emily. Thank you so much. You didn't need to donate, but thank you so much. So he's saying the love you sent me and the love I feel for you fills me up with these warm and fuzzy feelings of tenderness, hope, passion, desire, and affection. So, he feels this love deeply. And he's saying to you, it just fills him up, when he thinks of the love he feels for you, and also the love that he feels you sending him, it fills him up with all these warm and fuzzy feelings. And, and he has hope as well for a future together. He feels the passion and the desire as well for you. So really beautiful. And he's also saying to you, it was already written before we were even born into these bodies. How can I not love you? So, he's just saying to you, I love you. And how can I not? It was already written before we even came into these bodies. We are meant to be. So I feel that he knows that he just needs to change certain things and he's working on it. He's also working on finding himself so that he can have this life with you. So we'll finish off with the Divine Masculine comes home. Thank you, angels. What is Brandon wanting to say to Sarish about coming home? Wow, really jumping out. So he's saying to you here, first, the one that jumped out is let's elope. So I feel that this is something that comes into his mind, sometimes, like, can we not just get away from it all, just elope and, and just go have this life together, get married, whatever. He thinks about that, he sort of gets into this sort of daydream about why don't we just get away from it all and, and just have this life together. He's also saying to you here, ready for change. So I feel he's getting ready to change things in his life. Within himself, he feels that he's ready for change. He wants to be with you. He knows that you are his home and he's ready for that change. He's just working through things that he needs to work through. And he's also saying to you here, we've got ego eyes perception. So I feel that he's also working on changing his perception because fear also came out. So sometimes he has certain fears that come up, and, he's working on changing his perception in relation to those things to release the fear, and maybe it can be about, certain things going on in his life or the way that he's sort of seen things for a long time. He's working on changing, like, limiting beliefs, releasing certain limiting beliefs, releasing certain programming about, the way things ought to be and all these things, because I feel sometimes it brings fear and stops him from doing what he may be wanting to do. So he's working on changing his perception and releasing fear so that he can move forward towards this love with you. We also have born of power and strength. So I feel he's also working to get to a place where he finds the power that he has within himself, learning who he is, connecting to that, his true divine masculine power. He's born of this, but he just needs to connect with that, and the strength to change things and do the life that he's wishing to do. We also have check your phone. That's come out. It's come out for a reason. Maybe he's going to send you a message or something on your phone may sort of give you a reminder of him, a sign or something, but that has come out. So, it may not be today, maybe another time, but he's saying to check your phone. So it's come out for a reason. So you also ask for messages from your angels about So about anything you need to know right now. So let's see. Thank you, angels. What messages are coming through for Sarish about anything she may need to know right now? What messages are coming through for Sarish about anything she may need to know right now? I'll also bring in a message with this deck, with this full moon. What does Sarish need to know right now? Okay, so let's see what the angels are saying to you. So we've got here young moon strength. And I feel that you're being shown as well, that your divine masculine is gaining the strength to move forward, to do the things that he needs to do. And for you, it may be about you gaining that strength as well. Maybe there are certain things that you're wanting to do. It's about that strength. So I feel that this full moon is also helping both of you to have the strength to move forward in the things that you're needing to do. We also have moonstruck, which is take a breath. So the angels are saying to you, take a breath, relax and just breathe deeply, at this time. And they are also saying to you, you're doing so well, keep going. So on your journey, in the things that you are doing, they're saying to you, you're doing so well, keep going. Your positive thoughts are bringing your desires into reality. So really beautiful. You're doing so well, you're thinking positive thoughts, and it's helping to shift things. So they're saying to you, keep those positive thoughts up, because they're bringing your desires into reality. They are also saying to you, they love you more than you realize. So this is Brandon. The angels are saying to you, he loves you more than you realize. The true love that you desire is coming. So, keep staying positive because it's really moving things around. The true love that you desire is coming. And your guardian angel is saying to you, your guardian angel loves seeing you happy. So your guardian angel is saying to you, be happy always. Your guardian angel loves to see you happy. Have faith in the changes that you're being guided to make. So whatever changes you're being guided to make, have faith in those and stay positive. So, it's helping continue to stay positive. And then they are also saying to you, you are a magnet. What you give out, you get back. So the more you're giving out positive thoughts, and joy and happiness, the more you get all of that. They are also saying to you, trust your intuition. So, really trust your intuition. I feel as well this woman is helping to strengthen your intuition. So trust your intuition. And the last message for you, have faith. Your dreams are manifesting. So the angels are saying it's all coming in. That I feel things moving forward as well when it comes to your journey with Brandon. And they're saying to you, have faith, your dreams are manifesting. And this can be other areas of your life as well. So really beautiful messages. I hope that helps. Okay, so oh, thank you. Well, thank you for being members. It's really nice to be doing this and actually more chilled as well. There's no rushing around too much. I can spend a bit more time with the questions, which is great. So thank you guys for being members and for being here for this first live. Okay, so things are going really well. Okay, right, perfect. So next we've got Nettie. Hey, beautiful. Good to see you. Right, let's see. What's Nettie's question? What's been happening between Nicholas and his wife? I can't pronounce Agiro. I don't know. Okay, so you want to know what's happening between him and his wife, okay? So let's see what is coming through. And what does Nicholas want to tell me tonight? So thank you, angels. What's going on between Nicholas and his wife? What is going on between Nicholas and his wife? What does Nettie need to know today? Okay, so let's see the cards that have come out. So I'm just going to turn these round. Right, so interesting cards. So first card that we've got is the Hermit. And what I'm getting with this card is that, I feel this energy of Nicholas sort of withdrawing when it comes to this karmic situation that he's in, sort of pulling his energy away, withdrawing, coming within, maybe even taking time away for himself to figure things out. This is about going within to find answers, to try and find clarity about maybe changing his life, walking away from the situation. This is about taking time for himself. So, I don't know, maybe he's got like a tool shed or something in the garden where he may be going and spending time by himself, or maybe he's even taking time away, just going away on a whole weekend by himself, or, just time to think about things, time to go within, see how he can change his life is what I'm really getting, because he is trying to find the answers about, what he can do when it comes to his life. So that's what's coming through. So it's sort of like a withdrawal of his energy from the connection, because you're asking what's happening between them, so that he can think about what to do, what to change in his life, how to move forward, reflecting on his life, that kind of energy. We also have here, this is the five of, what is this? The Six of Pentacles. So, this is really about Six of Pentacles. This is about giving and receiving. So I feel that what you're being shown here is that in this karmic situation that he's in, Nicholas is actually learning to balance giving and receiving. He's maybe in this situation. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but, I feel this energy of, maybe he's been giving so much for such a long time and not really getting anything back. Or, maybe not getting enough back. Like, this sort of energy of, he's not feeling happy and not feeling fulfilled. And he feels like maybe he may give so much, or he's given so much for a long time, and he doesn't get anything back, whether that is emotionally or, just being recognized as a person in this situation. And there isn't that support that comes from him, and this is actually a lesson for him. So this situation that he's in is there to help him to know the importance of balancing that giving and receiving. Where maybe he's been giving so much, he needs to learn to give to himself. He needs to start by giving himself the love that he needs, to be there for himself, to know his worth, to realize that it has to start with him for him to change the situation, to then, be able to have the balanced giving and receiving in a relationship. So it's actually teaching him, to learn what it is that he doesn't want in a relationship, so that, he knows where to put boundaries, he knows where to say no and walk away and all these things. And, and he also knows to have that balance when he then comes into that relationship with you. So that's what's coming through. It's actually teaching him a lesson. This relationship that he's in is teaching him a lesson. The other card that came out is the Page of Swords. And this is also about, I feel this is an energy of growing. And, and I feel that it's showing you that this relationship is helping him to grow, through the lessons that he's learning, through the things that are going on. It's actually helping him to grow. And, and it's going to help him to grow so that he's more mature. He's learned a lot more stuff of the things that he wouldn't want in a relationship, maybe even things that he's done in this relationship that are not things he wants to bring in a relationship with you. So that's what I'm also getting here. And then the other card that has come out is the King of Swords. And this is that energy of, like the King of Swords is like cold and, just no saying much, being sort of reserved and in the thinking about things a lot. So I feel you're asking what's going on with them. I just feel there's this cold energy that's coming through between the two of them, where he's sort of withdrawing when it comes to his own energy, to pulling to himself. I feel he doesn't want to be in this situation, and he's really cold in the situation. There's this sort of cold energy. It's not just him, it's all happening on both sides, but he is in this energy of, thinking about things. I feel he wants to hold his sword of truth and speak his truth. He's just working towards that. So those are the messages coming through. I hope that helps. So let's see what he's wanting to say to you. Thank you, angels. What does Nicholas want to say to Nettie today? What is he wanting to say? And then he's also saying to you here, I am processing my feelings. So I feel that this is in relation to the way things are in the situation. He's processing his feelings, thinking about things, wanting to change things as well. And also these are to do with the feelings that he has for you as well. And he's also saying to you here, I'm trying to heal my insecurities about the habits that I have that you may not like. So, he's thinking about things as well. I feel that this can be certain habits that he has, and he's thinking maybe you may not like everything about him. He sort of has all these things that he's working through. So that's what he's also saying to you. And he is also saying to you here, I'm connecting with my true self. And that's that energy of going within. So, he's going within to sort of get away from this situation that he's in, but he's also going within because it's part of his journey of growth. This is to help him to connect with his true self, to know what it is that he's really wanting for himself, who he is, and, to help him to get to where he's meant to be. He's also saying to you, I am ready for change. So there's a strong energy coming through from the divine masculines for you, the members here, of being ready for change. They want to change in their life. They want to get away from this situation that they're in because they want to be with you, their divine feminine. So he's also saying to you here, I am ready for change. And let's see what else he's saying. Thank you, angels. What else is Nicholas saying as well to Nettie today? What else is Nicholas saying to Nettie? Okay. So he's also saying, I look forward to us having another chance at this love. So this is what he's dreaming about. He wants another chance at this love with you, and he's looking forward to that. I feel that sometimes in this situation, he may just be quiet and focused in thinking in his mind about daydreaming about a life with you. So he's looking forward to that. With God and the angels supporting, protecting, guiding, and leading us, we are going to make it to our best and most beautiful life together. So he's saying to you, we are going to get there. He's still processing things, working through things, but it is guided from above, and you are going to get there, both of you. This love is worth fighting for, and I'm going to fight for us. You'll see. So he's saying to you, I think about this love, it's worth fighting for. And, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to fight for us. You'll see. He's also saying to you, despite being held back by fear, my ego, insecurities, and my past, the love that I feel for you continues to stand strong. So he's letting you know that he feels this love strongly, and it continues to stand strong. And I feel that this is despite all the time that has passed. This love that he has, it continues to stand strong. And he's saying to you, I've never felt love like this before. So he's never felt this before, and it's only with you. And that's what he's wanting you to know. And he's also saying to you, ignited in me this endless flame of passion and desire for you. So, you've ignited this, it's like this endless burning flame within himself of that passion and desire for you. So really beautiful. So when it comes to the coming home cards, thank you, angels. What is Nicholas saying to Nettie today? What is he saying? So let's send this round. Wow. We've got divorce first. I've never seen this card before in this deck, but he's saying to you divorce first. So it sounds like he's really thinking about this. He knows it needs to happen at first, with his wife, as you said there. So he's saying to you divorce first. So maybe that's what he may be going within to think about. To really think about how he can change this, because he's looking forward to a life with you, and he knows he can't have that life with you before divorcing his wife. So he's saying to you, divorce first. He's also saying, I've already left. So I feel this is, he may not have walked out of the situation just yet, but when it comes to his mind, when it comes to the way that he feels, when it comes to everything, he's already left the situation. And that's what he's saying to you. He just knows the divorce has to happen first, but he has already left. It's like he's there, but he's not there in this situation, so that's what he's saying to you. He's also saying to you truth. So I feel this is about speaking his truth to his wife about wanting that divorce, but also moving forward and then speaking the truth to you about the way that he feels. So he's saying to you the truth needs to come out first as well, to speak his truth and change things in his life. He's also saying to you, I will be there. So when it comes to coming home to you, he's saying to you, I will be there. And he's also saying to you, to finish off, I'm taking care of the final details. So he's letting you know that he's sorting things out. He's taking care of the final details so that he can have this life with you. So really powerful. I hope that helps. Okay, so I'm just letting him take the lead and I'm just going with the flow and having patience. Yeah, that's the way to be. And, it sounds like John I'm talking to here, he is getting there, so it's just one day at a time. But, it's really beautiful that you are in 3D communication. I totally agree. I'm really happy for you. Okay. So let's see. The last message said are you missing me? Oh, that's really beautiful. It's so nice to see, that more and more divine feminines are getting into communication with their divine masculines. It's really beautiful. Okay, so let's see. Does anyone else see a flashing light on Sandra's video? Oh, is there a flashing light? Is it the light on top? Is that what you mean? Um, oh, I don't know where the flashing light is. But yeah, I hope it's not, you can still see me and stuff. So, Elaine, thank you so much for the donation. Beautiful. It means a lot. So you are saying here, can I have a message from my DMVD? How does he feel about me? And will he contact me and when? Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. So let's see. What is VD saying? Message from my VD. How does he feel about me? So let's start with this deck. Thank you, angels. How does VD feel about Elaine? How does VD feel about Elaine? What is he wanting to say? How does VD feel about Elaine? How does VD feel about Elaine? I feel there's another card that needs to come out. There we go. Okay. So the feeling of true love. So I was really feeling there's a card that needs to come out, and this was it. The feeling of true love that I have for you is overwhelmingly beautiful. So you're asking, how does he feel about me? He feels this true love, and the way that he feels, the feeling that he has, it is overwhelmingly beautiful. So that's what he's wanting you to know, that he feels this true love for you, and it's a beautiful feeling. It's overwhelmingly beautiful. And he's also saying to you, I may have denied it before, but I admit it now. I am in love with you, and I've always been. So I feel that he may have denied this to himself, maybe not even opened up about it to you at some point. And he's saying to you, but I am in love with you, and I've always been. And he's also saying to you, under the night sky, the moon and the stars, I quietly call your name and whisper, I love you, with the hope that you can somehow hear me. So what a beautiful message. He thinks about you. Sometimes maybe he sees the moon, and I feel we've got the full moon as well right now. And he's saying to you, under the stars as well, I quietly call your name and say, I love you, with the hope that you can hear me. So you're asking, how does he feel about you? He has so much love for you. Loving you is a part of who I am. So he's saying to you, it comes naturally. It's a part of who I am. So he feels a lot of love for you. He's also saying to you, I don't show it to anyone, but I hurt inside when I'm not with you, and I cry when no one else is around. So he feels the pain of not being with you. That's why he talks to you under the sky, night sky, to send you that message of the love that he has for you. He's also saying, one day, this physical separation will be behind us. It will be a distant memory, yet a memory of something that we'll see as a very important stage for our life together. So, he's saying, and there's going to come to a time when we look back, it will be a distant memory that we were in separation, but we'll see it because of where you will be when you're looking back, and the things, the growth that has happened for both of you. And you see that as a very important stage for the life together that you will have. So that's what he's also saying to you. He's also saying to you, there's no other like you, and there never will be. You are everything to me. So you're asking how he feels about you. He feels that you are everything to him. And he's also saying to you, our soul knows the way, and it is guiding us back to each other. So, this journey is guided from above, it's guided from the soul. And he's saying to you, our soul knows the way, and it's guiding us back to each other. So, you are both moving forward towards that life together. And he has so much love for you. So let's see. You also asked, will he And how does he feel about me? So beautiful messages about that. And will he contact me and when? So, he's really showing you that for him, the love that he feels is true love. And he feels it deeply. It's beautiful. And, and he wants to be with you. He's working towards this life with you. So you're wondering whether he'll contact you. Thank you, angels. Will VD contact Emily and when? Will VD contact Emily and when? Will VD contact Emily and when? Will he contact Emily and when? Right, we'll bring in the coming home messages as well. Will he contact Emily and when? Will he contact Emily and when? So let's see. I'm getting messages to get you a message from the angels as well about that. Thank you, angels. Will VD contact Emily and when? Will VD contact Emily and when? We'll see what the angels are saying to you as well about that. Right, so let's see the messages that first one that I turn round from the silence deck. He's saying to you, I'm preparing to come forward. So, he's preparing to come forward. And again, I hear the message, it will be in divine timing. We have to let go of the when, because at the end of the day, that time, it comes from God. God says, yes, you can go forward now. It's like the way is cleared for him. He feels like he's ready and he just goes for it and he does it. So, the actual when is in divine timing, but he is preparing to come forward. So that's what he's showing to you there. And let's see what other messages are coming through from this deck. He's also saying to you, your light is my guide. So you're guiding him. As you continue to shine your light, you are guiding him home to you. And, and he's saying to you, I'm preparing to come forward. You mean more to me than anyone else ever has. And I'm learning what that means. So, during this time that you are apart, he's learning what it means about the fact that you mean more to him than anyone ever has. And he's understanding that there's this powerful connection as well between the two of you. So really powerful. And he is also saying to you here, I watch your social media to see what you're up to. So he's checking you out. This came out in one of the shows that I did as well the other day. So he's checking you out. He wants to know what you're up to, what you're doing. And he's also saying to you, you do matter to me and I do care. I just struggle to show it sometimes. So I feel that this is something that he's working through to release that struggle, about showing you the way that he feels, And when he's ready, because he's saying to you, I'm preparing to come forward. When he's ready, he's going to show you, and I feel these are things to do with himself, maybe insecurities that he has, because the other card that has come out is you may not like the real me. So, what stops him is that he still has certain things within himself, being in the mind too much, that he may think, oh, maybe I'm not ready yet. What if you don't like the real me? And all these things. So he's working through those things. And he's also saying to you, is this the last one from this deck? So he's saying to you here, I'm annoyed at myself. So, he has certain things that are going on with him. And I feel that this being annoyed at himself is the fact that he wants to be with you, but he hasn't quite moved forward. There's still something within him that's still stopping him from doing that. His own fears, his insecurities, and he's working through that. So when he releases those things, that's when the divine timing comes, because, everything is guided. So when that divine timing comes, when he feels that he's ready, then he will come forward. But he's letting you know he's preparing to come forward. He's also saying to you, we are flames. So, this is about that passion, also that love that is there between the two of you. He's saying to you, we are flames. And he's also saying to you, marry me. So, I feel that this is something that he thinks about. He wants to get to the place where he comes forward and he asks you to marry him, and it's going to come. I feel that it's going to come. That's why he's saying to you, I'm preparing to come forward. So, just give him the time that he needs. And when the time is right, that's why the divine timing, it's like I really hear those words. They come through so strongly. The angel saying to you, divine timing. and he will come in at the right time, and he will ask you to marry him because this is what he's desiring. And he's saying to you, let's do it properly. So he wants to do it properly. He wants to get to that place within himself where he feels like, yes, now I don't have that insecurity of what if you don't like me? What if all these things? I can just go forward and do this. So he wants to do it properly. And that's what he's saying. So let's see what the angels are saying to you as well about, the timing. So they're saying to you, angels are protecting you and showering you with love. So, that I feel the love is of them saying as well, it will be when it comes to it will be in the perfect divine timing, because it is protected and you're being showered with love. We also have changes in family situations. So I feel that this can be a change as well, because your divine masculine is preparing to come forward. So this can be a change in your family situation, you and your divine masculine. So there is something coming and they're showing you this. They're also saying to you, you are on the right path. So, you're on the right path. Continue to trust and have faith. It's all coming in. They're also saying to you, releasing ego fears to follow your true path. So I feel that here they're showing you that your divine masculine is working on this. Releasing the ego fears, whatever the ego fears that come through for him that stop him from moving forward, he's working on releasing this so he can follow his true path. His true path is the path of his soul, and that includes having a life with you. So he is working through this. And when he does, he'll move forward, because the cards of let's marry me have come out as well. And we also have here, trust your spiritual path and journey. So I feel here the angels are saying to you, when it comes to when it comes to how things turn around or turn out, trust your spiritual path and journey. Trust the journey. It's going to work out exactly as it is meant to. So they're saying to you, trust your spiritual path and the journey for how things move forward. And the last message is rapid manifestation and change. So I feel there's change coming in. Your divine masculine is preparing to come forward. The angels are saying to you, you are manifesting rapidly. So, this is about you staying positive, knowing that things are changing as things are moving forward. So they're saying rapid manifestation and change. So there's change coming in for you. So continue to trust and have faith. So I really hope that helps. And thank you again for that donation. Okay, so let's see. I think that will be everyone actually. Does anyone else have another question? Oh, thank you so much, Sarish, for that donation. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Thank you. Right, Sandra, I've really been picking up on this chilled energy all day. I feel there's a lot of healing. Oh, definitely. I totally agree. There is a lot of healing that's happening, and it's for all of us. Even if you're sort of getting on with things and stuff, there's a lot that is happening. I've been feeling it as well. That's why we're all being guided to just take time to relax and, just chill. Because sometimes when you are moving around a lot, you miss out, you don't get the upgrades and the healing that comes in as much as you do when you are more in that energy of stillness, or just lying there watching a film or whatever. Then it flows through you. So there is a lot of that that's coming in, and that's what I'm going to do this evening. After I finish this, I'm going to just sit and chill, and then tomorrow as well. I feel that's really the energy for this full moon, because there's a lot of energy of healing that's happening for all of us, on different levels depending on where we are on our journey. But it's happening. So yeah, I totally agree with that. Okay, so there's a lot of reflection and healing at the moment, yeah, for the collective, for the divine masculines as well. And oh, Elaine, you're asking if your divine masculine will be healing. I think I've just answered that. They will be healing. There's healing. Healing is always happening, on, especially when your divine masculine is on this journey. You may not be able to see it, but there's a lot of stuff that happens on an energetic level. If you're moving forward, if you're healing as a divine feminine, it's inevitable that it happens for your divine masculine. So, that's why it's important for you to keep moving forward on your own journey. You don't have to worry about are they healing, because it does happen, but it happens on a very different level for divine masculines, and it also does happen energetically. So, and it happens with your healing. So when you're healing and you're moving forward, know that they're healing too. And for them it happens energetically. So yeah, he will be healing as well. um okay, and yeah, thank you, Donna, for that. Yeah, Elaine, you're saying you haven't heard from him in a month. Yeah, there's a lot that is happening, especially at this time. It keeps coming out a lot as well for divine masculine. So, just trust the process. Trust the process. I haven't heard from my divine masculine in a long time, so it's oh, you can still see me. So yeah, that's great. Okay, so yeah, hopefully we've got to the end. Thank you so much, Sandra. This really resonates. I've often told him divorce first. Wow. So it's powerful, isn't it? How, these things get confirmed as well. So yeah, amazing. I'm so happy and overwhelmed for my reading. Oh, I'm so glad, Elaine. I'm really glad that it helps. Okay. Right. Yeah. You want to eat sweet things. I want to go have my dinner as well and just chill and watch a film. And I got divorced myself in the summer. So, so it's interesting as well. This is what I was saying about divine masculines following in your footsteps, and that card, yes, you say that to him, the divorce first, but I feel because it came out for him, that's an energy that's coming through from him. And because you've moved forward and had your divorce, he follows in your footsteps. It may be behind, it may not happen, straight away and all these things, but when it comes to energy, that's how it works. That's why, as I was saying, it's important for you, the divine feminine, to keep moving forward, doing the things for you, even if you may not see it for them. But, I feel a lot, Nettie, from that reading, that your divine masculine is really thinking about this and working towards this, taking that time, to think about how to, reflecting on his life, about how to move forward. And you got divorced in the summer, so that's you changing that energy. And as you do that, he does as well in his own time, of course, but really powerful. Okay, so yes, exactly, Elaine, trust in divine timing. Right, so yeah, I think, yeah, we've got to the end. I don't know what happened here. I thought, I think maybe because it's my first time, I may have to check on this. I thought that the live other people would be able to see it, but I don't know if they can see it. Maybe they can. Other people who are not part of, who are not members. I actually don't know. But yeah, anyway, it's been absolutely wonderful, really beautiful messages coming through for you all. And thank you so much for coming in. And, Sarish and Elaine, thank you so much for the donations. Thank you all for being members. And, yeah, it's just about continuing to trust and have faith, and everything will move forward. As the post that I put, oh, Nettie, you asked a question I haven't had a chance to answer. You're asking what the book was. It's Anna, the grandmother of Jesus. It's actually a channeling of her life. It's really powerful. And, and when I got to that chapter, I was just like, wow, because that's exactly the messages that come through when it comes to this journey. And I'm about to read about her journey with her divine masculine. So it's, if you wanted to get the book, it's Anna, the grandmother of Jesus. And she's the mother of Mary, who is the mother of Jesus. So yeah, really beautiful. Anyway, I'm gonna get off now and go and chill and have my evening. Thank you all so much, and sending you all so much love, and I'll see you again soon. Lots of love.